Welcome to our channel Wisdom Coaching Center by Gulab sir. As a part of series of lectures, today we are going to begin general characteristics of Porifera. Already we had a discussion on classification of animal kingdom. Also we had discussed on certain basic terms which supposed to be used to describe the organisms belong to different phylum. Now it is very clear if I use that term to describe each phylum, and will be easy to understand if you have visited my earlier two videos based on general information about animal kingdom. I hope you did visited that videos, seen and studied. Now we shall continue with the general characteristic of Porifera. Now how to remember? Because I found that you student find difficult to remember characteristic of phylums. Therefore, I just guide you to just go through. Some of the points are very peculiar and similar to all the phylum. For example, first point should be about their habitat, where they live. That is very important. Either they are marine or freshwater, or they are aquatic or terrestrial. If they are terrestrial, then are they desert or find in alpine or tundra area, or they are present in hilly region. So as a part of series of lecture, first topic of this animal kingdom, first phylum of animal kingdom is Porifera. Now as I told you that first point should be of its habitat. So they are marine, or they are marine. First point, they are marine. That means they found in salty water. Now second point is about their organization and why they are so called. They are so called Porifera, because of they have pores on their body. They are so called Porifera because of they have pores on their body. As shown in diagram, you can visit and see the diagram given on video aside to it or on internet. Here this is suppose a spongelia, not having any definite shape, but having these pores on it. Even you would be knowing cycon. This cycon is circular, having this circular mouth and having these pores on its body like this. These pores are known as ostia. So because of presence of these pores, ostia, they are called Porifera. Now third point about their organization. They are multicellular without tissue level organization. They have cellular level of development. They are multicellular without tissue level of organization. That means they are multicellular. There is no differentiation among cells to have the different shape and size to perform the specific function. So individually each cell has to carry out all the function. That means individually cells carry out their own functions which required to exist. Therefore they organize, they aggregate, but do not interact. That means aggregation means that is multicellular form, but no interaction means no functions, exchange of functions, or they have no tissue organization. Therefore aggregation without interaction. So here I can make it that as a statement of NEET. Aggregation without interaction. This statement can be used to know. Question can be asked, one of the following group of phylum is simply aggregation without interaction of the cells. That is Porifera. With interaction, tissue level organization. So coelenterate onward, there is a tissue level organization. So this first. Okay, so fourth point is about thalostructure. First about habitat. Second about why they so are called. Third about their cellular form or thalloidal structure. Now fourth about their organization in that cells. How they are organized, the cells are organized. Now they are by their origin diploblastic acoelomate. Now remember this point, as already I had discussed in previous videos, as to understand you, that is very much clear to you what is diploblastic acoelomate in previous video. They have two germinal layer, ectoderm and endoderm, and no cavity because no mesoderm. Therefore, they are diploblastic acoelomate. Asymmetric, body is asymmetric. They are asymmetric. So this is another point. They are asymmetric. No bilateral or radially symmetric. So diploblastic acoelomate asymmetric in their organization. So this word also very important to remember. Now continue to the explanation. That they have pores for the ingestion. These ostia. So they have pores for the intake of nutrition or food and oxygen along with water. Now these pores are connected with each other by tubes. They are connected internally by tubes, and all these tubes, they carry this content and all the cells are in contact with these tubes or this opening, so that there is a direct exchange of nutrition and waste material among themselves. Finally, that waste material is coming into the osculum or spongiocele, that is called cavity within sponge, and finally that waste material released out through osculum. So intake is through pore, outtake is through osculum. So ingestion and egestion. Although it cannot be called as an open system, it is a simple system. So that they have pores for the intake of food and O2 along with water, and osculum to ingest, to release out waste and CO2. That means exchange of gases, exchange of nutrition and waste material occur through this system, and this system is called water canal system. Therefore, it can be said that they have water canal system for exchange of nutrition and waste, as well as oxygen and CO2. So this is very clear to you that they have water canal system for exchange of material. They have special cells. All along the margin of water canal system are called as choanocytes. So remember this word special choanocyte. They are also known as collar cells. So very important along with that collar cells, because question can be asked in NEET. Collar cells or choanocytes are found in one of the following phylum. This choanocyte help them to develop the water current to have the intake of nutrition, and that is what very important. They reproduce by means of fragmentation. It's a very simple method of reproduction. as they are very simple with organization and sexually by gamete formation. Any cell of their body act as a male gamete and female gamete. So there is no special reproductive organ to produce the gamete. Therefore, any cell can act as a gamete. They fuse and form the zygote. So their fertilization, very important. That fertilization occur within. So fertilization is internal and development is external. So here, very important to note that they don't have reproductive organ, but still they reproduce by means of gamete formation and zygote. So their development, no doubt, fertilization, they have internal fertilization, that is within that collection of cell, internal fertilization and development is indirect, is internal and indirect through special through larvae stage, that planula and parenchyma. These are the two larvae, very important to note for NEET, that mention the larvae stage of Porifera. So planula and parenchyma are the larvae stage that they reproduce. See, these are the general characteristic of phylum Porifera. On the basis of that, they are differentiated from rest of the other phylum. So very important to note once again as a part of revision that they are so called because they have pores on their body and they are multicellular, just evolve. Be multicellular but not interact, therefore they do not have tissular organization, so aggregation without interaction. They have they are diploblastic acoelomate, asymmetric, and they have special cell called choanocyte. It's very important, and they reproduce indirectly. Their development is indirect through larvae, planula and parenchyma. These are the important point. Now, one more thing that is very important to note about this Porifera phylum or every phylum, that their general examples, their general names of the organism belong to phylum and scientific name or nicknames given to them. They say bath sponge, spongelia is known as bath sponge. So this is what you have to remember as an example, and we will provide you the list of that example in our photo part. That photo will be attached with this video. There you will have that name with scientific and nickname. I hope you did understand with this diagrammatic presentation about the general characteristic of Porifera, and the same way we will continue to have lectures on remaining phylum. If you are in doubt, then you can ask in comment section, and I appeal you to join our channel by subscribing it and by pressing bell icon to receive you notification time to time as and when we upload new videos. Thank you.